So this part we don't really come over on because it's just so heavily grown. The growth is just crazy over here. There's a few ponds that come through here. It's a really cool piece now that like the loggers came through, and I don't know exactly what he's done, like moved some stuff. I don't know if he's like fallen stuff because I don't see a pile of logs set anywhere. But this is actually really cool that we can get back in here. Oh, I'm sad that these like trees are getting taken out, but hopefully, oh, it just makes me want to cry that these ones are getting taken out. But I guess hopefully we'll get some new growth in here soon after, in the next couple years, to come back up. But this is awesome that now we'll have like a little path to get over here, because before, like, the cows barely even came back in here this last year because it was just such a disaster. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. It just looks so different. Oh my gosh, it has burn piles everywhere. Wow. So cool. We are having to work with the conservation, anyways, the DNRC on our ponds and how many trees. We're not looking to take out a lot of trees, mostly like this one it broke off, so we're going to take that out. So anything like that we're taking out, or if there's anything sick, or if there's anything on the ground, or a lot of stuff uprooted and fell. So we're going to take that stuff out. So you have to keep within certain waterways depending on the pond size and the waterway, where it leads to. Some of them kind of just are a waterway and they don't go out to the river unless it's a very high waterfall time. And so we can work a little bit around the ponds, but we're trying to, you have to keep so many trees within 100 by 100 whatever feet. So anyways, we're not in here logging everything. It's just to clean up off the ground. Like, we couldn't even get in here before, it was so bad. So this is actually really cool, because if we can get grasses up in here, then my hope would be that we get some grass laid down in here, and maybe the cattle, I don't know, maybe we find some more cattle for next year. Not sure what we're going to do there, but get these piles started soon so they can burn before summertime is my plan. Looks like that might be like a nice log there. Maybe some good firewood. Is that cottonwood? I'm not sure exactly what that one is since it's on the ground. No, it's got to be some kind of white fir or something, I'm guessing. I don't know. Does that look like red? Can't tell. Oh, there's tons of larch over here too. This is so cool though. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, see, I just want to cry with trees that have broken off. That are like, just because the machinery. I just can't do it with my knee. Oh, it makes me want to cry, because, being able to do it by hand, you don't dig up the ground so much. And, but it is a lot of work. And my kids do not love it. But man, the areas would become clean really nicely. But it took me over on the other side so long to get it cleaned up. But this is awesome to be able to come just walk back in here. Soon we can have a trail. But this looks like this could be some nice seed thrown down and some good grass for wildlife or some cows or something. This is really neat. We almost need to do that to that little island right there, is to come in and just start getting that wood out of there. huge. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, that's a big one. Looks like the ponderosa pine must have fell. Took out some other ones. In this last storm, it got hit bad over here. That storm, oh man, it took out some good ones. We might try to do a couple loads of, I think it was white fir. Also, depending on what we have. This is cool, but really sad. I'm kind of torn just because of, took out that one. It's a white fir. We may just have to get a bunch of trees to plant, but when I talked to somebody, they said we still have a good amount of different species that they think it will just replant itself. But we also talked about getting some trees, some different species, because we're in such a high water level area that there's some other trees that would be really good to have. So I may look into ordering a bunch of those and just putting them in different areas. The problem is if you start running those goats, we have to have cages around them, because our darn goats eat everything, and they will like tear everything apart to get to the trees and stuff. So it makes it really difficult. Yep, that one came right out of the ground. Oh man, that's too bad. This is gonna end up being a spot though that'll have like a lot of good grasses in here, potentially. Whereas like this year, there was honestly like nothing. This is a big tree. Oh my gosh, it's taller than me. Just the root system. Oh, that's a red, isn't it? I think that's a red fir. Oh, buddy, what are you doing? Huh? You running around? Well, I should have looked at the needles on that one, but wow. That part of the root system's just big. And it took that one out and that one. Oh, I have not been over here since the damage. And I was originally calculating about 40. And I had known that like it took out quite a few over here, but I didn't actually get in here to count. So we could be a lot more than 40. It's pretty bad over here actually. Oh, it's sad. It's gonna be a bit of work getting this cleaned up, but man, I'm excited. So excited to see what this will bring. I'm not looking for a park over here. It's gonna be more of a little different from on the other side. It's going to stay more wilderness. But here is our fence line. Let's see if anything fell on it. Sure hope not. Oh, got logs everywhere. Yeah, it took out all this stuff. Oh my gosh. It looks so different right here. There's our little pooch. It's running around. Oh, that little one fell. It's not a big deal. Nothing too bad. We tried to take a few out because it seemed like they were going to fall on it. That ponderosa pine, like that one could go. But oh, our fence is down a little bit. We'll have to come through in the fall and get it cleaned back up again, or in the spring. And we haven't talked about too much, like what our thoughts are on. Oh, we're gonna have to get the chainsaw to get this off. We honestly just haven't talked about what we're gonna do for cows this year. I loved the work of the cows. It's just that the babies were a nightmare, and they would find every outlet to get out and go to the neighbors. and whatnot, because we're still working on fences. So we just still gotta get out and keep building fences. Fruit pastures gotta change. We gotta build a different fence line. See, that big ponderosa pine fell. Some of these look like they're leaning over, but man, that thing's a monster. Wow, that thing's huge. That one too. Oh. Looks like most of the line's still up though, which is good. I don't know. We'll have to go see that sometime. I don't think I'm going to be getting across here. No, that one is gone. Anyways, I just wanted to get over here and see. I was anxious to see what has changed and wanted to see what was going on. So here we are. Logging week 1, day 1 was yesterday. There's a bunch of deer over there. They do say that logging is good for wildlife. So I guess there's one advantage. I honestly would have rather kept my trees, but since the storm took them out, there's not much you can really do. And they're so big. And we don't really have any use for the ponderosa pine here. We don't have a mill. So it's better that we take them to a mill while we can. And in turn get a little bit of this cleaned up. So here we are. This is sweet. This is actually really cool. I love this. I would keep all this bark. This is good mulch and stuff. Oh, this will be good once it composts over a couple years. Okay, question. What do you do with this? Oh my gosh, 15 minutes. What do you do with that? That's crazy. I think you take it out. What is that? White fur? Or is that red? I think that might be red. So in the future, that could be firewood. So if we decide to leave it, that will just end up being firewood. But 3 of them, holy moly. Let's see what's around it. So we have these ones coming up. That's white fur. That's a larch. That's a larch. Got a good selection of larch in here. And we have a somewhat decent looking red fir over here. That looks like a cottonwood. So I think I'd actually take all those 3 out, honestly. What are your thoughts? Tell me if you would take those 3 out.